Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This is a process video for simple stories Saturdays and it's where we use our simple stories and we all come together and do like some type of a YouTube hop. And this is my last video that I am doing a voiceover that was from the weekend crop that we did back in January, where Amy and I all went and we all had some fun. And this is the second layout that I made. Well, at least in January, it's the second layout that I made to be able to use the simple stories, the simple life, I think is what the collection is called. Let me get it out quick. It is called, The Simple Life. This is that one that I stated back in January, which was the first video that I made for Simple Stories. And that is when I was saying that this collection is going to be used just for Josh and I in our family photos. And then I'll find some type of collection for my daughter and then for my dog that pretty much match or try to match as much as I possibly can to what I was using. So I used a sketch. I know I used a sketch that was on Pinterest, and I know it's pinned, but I can't find it. But I did use Pinterest. And so I am sorry that, it's kind of wobbly right here, but I used the colors that I used before, and this was like speckled egg, I think it is, to be on the background of this because I am really, really liking how I have been utilizing. I found this technique somewhere on one of the process videos. I do not know where it came from, and I wish I would have wrote it down so at least I could tell you. But this particular person was doing this on all of her layouts, and I loved how it looked. Like, it was gorgeous. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this. So I've been working really hard to try to get this down and figure out like how this is going to work and how I want it to work. And it's becoming really an amazing like process for me. I did this same technique in the last one that I did for January, and I'm using it this same technique. So I think I'm going to kind of have an idea that I'm probably going to be doing this the same way. So I had to go and let that dry and whatnot. So now I am going to get these photos. They're pretty much the same photos that I took and used last time, but I want to be able to, the one thing that I do with my family photos is I try to scrapbook, even if they're the same photo like 13 times, because you know how photographers are, but they're always just a tad bit different, some way, shape, and form. And so that is what I'm using here. And then I kind of cut them down on different sizes because the sketch that I looked at, it was three photos. One was smaller than the other. So that's what I did here to make this work. And plus I wanted to use up all these cut papers that I had in this. And it worked out well to have these 3 photos and be able to do what I did just to kind of, in a sense, get rid of using some of these papers and having these little papers just left over. It drives me nuts. So, but yeah, that's what it is. So make sure that you go check out everybody that's linked down below. I would love to have you as a subscriber if you're coming from one of the other part of the YouTube hop. I would love to have you. I do upload between 2 to 3 times a week. I do collaborations like this, design team layouts, all of that fun stuff. Also, my group is listed down below, which is My Scrappy Life. We have monthly crops that are virtual. We just got done doing the second one in February, and it's been fun. January's went off without a hitch. It went really well. The designers are amazing that I have that's doing the challenges. I just absolutely love how this turns out, or how that worked. So if you're interested on virtual crops to be able to keep your mojo going, please go ahead and click down and get ready for March. Also, my second volume of sketches got released as well in January. So if you have not thought of purchasing my volumes, or you haven't done number 1, I do have a bundle for any of that if you would like as well. So all of that information is linked down below, along with who is doing this every this Saturday. Go ahead and check them out. This has been amazing. I am so glad that Joanne let me be part of this, because I love simple stories, and I just wanted to use those collections, and I found myself not using them, which is odd for me. But yeah, so here I am, and now I am going to go ahead and do some embellishing on these layouts. I just love how this turns out. So everything else was very muted, and so then I went in, and one of the February packs have the colored, where all of the others are black and white, or like a cream black and white color. So I went in, and that's what I'm adding right here. I am absolutely loving how this is looking, and I think it's super duper amazing to what I've got going on. So I am making sure that everything looks good. Let's see here. What else can I say? Make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. I'm just embellishing. Let's see here. I did this voiceover back in January, so I'm trying to like be a future Miranda Webber trying to do this, and I'm trying to think of what else I could say that was in the future. But you know, essentially, I do love going to crops, and I don't know about you, but if you've ever not done any of them, look them up in your area and see if that would be something to do, because I do have to say that my family, my husband is very, 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 very much okay with everything I do. Like, he is 100% on board with everything that I do. So outside of my work, I do this to keep me busy. While just as much as that, I am super okay with him being on his PlayStation and playing video games. He hangs out with his family on there. They play a couple of times out of the month, actually quite a bit. I think where he gets with his family, and so we just, you know, this is just part of our life, I guess, at this point. But I just, you know, I love doing this. So if you ever can get to a crop, that is the one thing that I want you to take out of, other than using your Simple Stories collections. But go to a crop and do this. I got 8 process videos done. Now, everybody else probably did a lot more, but 8 process video in a weekend is amazing. So I'm just rounding out my black splatters. I hope that you guys are all staying safe. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.